Every house in America has one. It sits in a closet, a garage, or a basement, completely ignored until it stops working. People walk past their water heater every single day without recognizing what they actually own. The components inside a standard 40 to 50 gallon water heater are worth more than most of the survival gear sold online, and 4 of them could save your life the moment the grid goes down. Here is exactly what they are. Why the window for preparation is open right now. Before the grid fails, every water heater in your house is a free survival asset already installed and already paid for. After the grid fails, that same unit becomes the most valuable piece of equipment in your home, but only if you know what it actually contains and how to access it before the moment of need arrives. Most people walking past their water heater see a tank that produces hot showers. Trained eyes see 40 to 50 gallons of stored potable water, a sacrificial corrosion prevention component worth its weight in chemistry, a brass drain valve rated for high-pressure plumbing, and an insulation jacket that handles temperature extremes most survival gear cannot match. The 4 components on this list each pull from a different functional system inside the unit. A standard adjustable wrench, a garden hose, a Phillips screwdriver, and roughly 30 minutes is all the tooling you need to access every one of them. Most people will watch this video and do nothing. The ones who don't will recognize what's actually sitting in their utility closet long before the next outage tests their preparation, and they will have practiced the access procedure in daylight conditions while the rest of the neighborhood is fumbling with flashlights in the dark. Component 1. The 40 to 50 gallons of stored potable water. This is the component that nobody thinks about until the moment it matters, and by then, it is too late to learn the procedure. The single most overlooked emergency water source in any American home is sitting inside the water heater you walk past every day, without registering its existence as anything beyond a hot shower appliance. A standard residential water heater holds 40 to 50 gallons of clean, potable water at all times. That water is continuously refreshed during normal operation, which means at any given moment your tank contains water that is significantly fresher than any bottled supply you have stockpiled in your garage and that has been sitting unused for years. When municipal water pressure drops during a grid failure, the water already in the tank stays in the tank. It is yours to use, gravity-fed, the moment you know how to access it. The harvest method is simple, but must be understood before the outage, not during it. Close the cold water inlet valve at the top of the tank to prevent backflow contamination from compromised supply lines. Connect a garden hose to the drain valve at the bottom. Open the pressure relief valve at the top to break the vacuum that would otherwise prevent flow. Then open the drain valve and the tank flows under gravity into whatever container you have ready to receive it. A 4-person family at 1 gallon per person per day for drinking and basic hygiene gets 10 days of survival water from a single tank. The water is already there. You already paid for it. You just need to know how to get it out of the unit and into your containers before the next person on your street figures it out. Component 2, the sacrificial magnesium anode rod. This is the component that separates people who understand water heater architecture from people who simply own one. Every water heater contains a long magnesium or aluminum rod suspended inside the tank and threaded into a port at the top of the unit. The rod is engineered to corrode preferentially, sacrificing itself so the steel tank walls remain protected from the oxidation that would otherwise destroy the unit within 3 to 5 years of installation. In a sustained grid-down scenario, that anode rod becomes one of the most valuable chemistry resources you can recover from any household appliance. Magnesium is the active material in most quality anode rods, and magnesium has direct survival applications that no other consumer-accessible material in the home can match. Shavings cut from a magnesium anode rod with a steel knife produce sparks at temperatures exceeding 5,000 degrees Fahrenheit when struck against a hard surface, and are significantly hotter than any commercial fire starter. They remain effective where matches and lighters fail in conditions with moisture, wind, or low oxygen. The rod itself is 36 to 44 inches long and 3/4 of an inch in diameter, so a single anode provides enough fire-starting material for thousands of ignitions over the rod's usable life. Beyond fire starting, magnesium can be used in water purification at proper concentrations, and in soil amendment for emergency food cultivation. The harvest takes 15 minutes once you have done it once. Drain the tank partially to relieve pressure, unthread the anode rod from its port at the top with a socket wrench, and you will have recovered a survival asset that costs $30 to $50 to purchase new, but came installed in equipment you already own. Component 3. The brass drain valve and supply fittings. Every water heater has a brass or brass-plated drain valve at the bottom of the tank, plus a series of brass fittings on the cold water inlet and hot water outlet at the top of the unit. These are not the cheap plastic valves you find on consumer plumbing fixtures or garden hose accessories. They are pressure-rated brass components engineered for sustained operation at temperatures up to 180 degrees Fahrenheit and pressures up to 150 pounds per square inch for years of continuous service. The harvest takes 10 minutes per unit once the tank is drained and depressurized. Unscrew the drain valve from the tank threads with an adjustable wrench, recover the inlet and outlet fittings, and you have a complete set of high-grade plumbing components ready for immediate redeployment. Brass plumbing fittings disappear from hardware stores within hours of any documented infrastructure event because they are the universal interface for any plumbing repair or modification project. In a sustained grid-down scenario, the ability to repair, modify, or or extend plumbing infrastructure becomes the difference between functional water access and improvised buckets carried by hand. The drain valve itself adapts between standard 3/4 inch garden hose thread on one end and 3/4 inch pipe thread on the other, so it connects to virtually any hose system, irrigation setup, rainwater collection apparatus, or household plumbing fixture. 2 water heaters yield a complete set of plumbing components that would cost $40 to $60 at a hardware store before scarcity, and that becomes essentially impossible to acquire once the supply chain that produces them stops functioning. Stockpile the fittings from the next water heater you replace and from any unit you find on a curb during routine neighborhood walks. Component 4, the insulation jacket and tank shell. This is the one I held for the end because most people walk past it without recognizing what it is. The insulation jacket and tank shell act as a thermal mass system. Every water heater is wrapped in 1 to 3 inches of high-density polyurethane foam insulation, rated at R12 to R24 for thermal performance, and surrounded by a steel outer shell that adds structural integrity and weather resistance. That insulation system is engineered to maintain water temperature within a narrow band against ambient conditions for 24 to 48 hours without any active heating input from the gas burner or electric element. In a sustained grid-down scenario, that thermal performance has applications that have nothing to do with the original purpose of the unit and everything to do with extending food storage capability when refrigeration is unavailable. The intact tank, drained of water and cleaned thoroughly with food-safe sanitizer, becomes one of the most thermally efficient food storage containers you can deploy in any improvised cellar, basement, or shelter location. Filled with cool water from any source and sealed against air infiltration, it functions as a passive cooling reservoir that maintains a stable interior temperature against external heat for days at a time, a critical capability for preserving harvested food, medical supplies, and stored produce during summer outages when refrigeration is the first system to fail. The same intact tank functions as a winter food storage cellar that prevents freezing during cold weather outages by buffering against ambient temperature swings. If you cut it to size with a cutting torch or an angle grinder, the insulation jacket itself becomes high-performance thermal panel material for any improvised shelter, root cellar, or cold weather sleeping system. Most people see a beat-up old water heater being hauled to scrap. Trained eyes see thermal mass capability that would cost $300 to $400 to purchase as dedicated emergency equipment. 4 components inside every water heater that most people do not recognize for what they actually are. 40 to 50 gallons of pre-stored potable water, enough for 10 days of family survival, already paid for and continuously refreshed during normal operation. A magnesium anode rod that produces 5,000-degree sparks, good for thousands of ignitions in conditions where commercial fire starters fail. Brass drain valves and fittings that adapt between any plumbing system and that become irreplaceable the moment supply chains stop functioning. Insulation and the steel tank together deliver thermal mass capability for food preservation and cold weather storage, equivalent to several $100s of dedicated emergency equipment. 4 functional systems inside one appliance most homeowners are paying to have hauled away as scrap when the unit eventually fails. The complete harvest takes about an hour with hand tools. The recovered value from a single unit exceeds $200 in functional capability, a capability you cannot purchase in a post-collapse environment at any price. The single most important thing you can do this week is identify the cold water shutoff, the pressure relief valve, and the drain valve on your existing water heater so you can access the stored water within 60 seconds when the moment arrives. The window for that 60-second readiness is open right now. It closes the moment the pressure drops and you are trying to figure it out by flashlight while your family waits for water. Most people will watch this video and do nothing. They will walk past their water heater every day this week and not recognize that they are walking past a survival asset that could keep their family alive for 10 days during the next infrastructure event. You are not most people. You are already thinking about which valves you need to locate before tonight. If you want the exact step-by-step procedure for accessing every one of these components, including the tools, the order of operations, the safety protocols for working with a hot pressurized tank, and the storage methods that keep the recovered components functional for years, subscribe to this channel. The next video covers 6 items inside every gas furnace that perform similar function transformations, plus 4 items in every dishwasher that nobody thinks to grab during a routine appliance replacement. The harvest opportunities in your home are bigger than most people realize. You just finished learning the most important one.